guys, Destiny right here. I am the fairy godmother of finance, and it is my job to bridge the gap between the haves and the have-nots. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel, or to my page, wherever you're watching this video, more than likely you're going to have watched it on YouTube because of the length that it's probably going to be, and that's okay. Well, you probably have come from a snippet from like TikTok or something like that. But in order to get more information to you guys need to be able to like, share, follow, subscribe, all of that good stuff so that you can keep up with me giving out the information. Now, here is a big difference from other channels that provide financial advice or information on growing businesses or business opportunities that you can do from home, is that we actually do these services for you. We provide them as a service, so we're not just a coaching or consulting business. We actually take care of those for you. Let's say, for example, we have an opportunity for you to be able to work with us as, for example, a tax preparer or as a success coach, which is basically like a sales agent. This video is going to be about really filing or starting a new business. We're going to go over some things that you really need to be looking forward to really planning out when you are in the beginning or the planning phases of your business. If you want to make sure that you can get all of these things taken care of for you, you would definitely want to attend my workshop, because we have an online workshop that it's done Mondays and Tuesdays, once a month currently. We only let so many people in so that we're able to answer your questions, because a lot of people have a specific Q&A. And so having too many people on will not allow us to be able to answer and get to everybody's questions. So with that being said, we are thinking of and looking at adding, it to be 2 times a month instead of just the current one. Now, with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get started. I am going to pull up my page here because, and let me tell you, I'm so proud of myself for this. I want to make a personal accomplishment. I have really started to overcome the need for perfection. That is something that you guys need to really take into account for yourself, not trying to have everything perfect, and then balancing that with not having or trying to do everything yourself. You're not an expert at everything, nor should you try to be. And I have just a great disdain for like coaches or consultants who try to teach their clients to be and do everything and wear all of these hats in their business, and then wonder, why their clients aren't getting any success, why they're overwhelmed, why they're quitting their program, why they're wanting their money back, because they haven't gotten the results that they were looking for. When you guys sign up to business or marketing plan, you're not looking to take over marketing. You just want more clients in. You're not looking to figure out how to write sales copy and how to build and create a website or funnel or any of that stuff. You just want a way for people to find you, to find your offer. And so, that's one of what I say. Don't try to do everything yourself. And at this point, a lot of the clients that come to us, are really burned out with all of that. And they just want to pay somebody, hand it over and have it done. But they don't want to have to sacrifice quality trying to outsource this to, the Philippines or some other country that they really don't have the authority or the expertise in order to do this level and type of work. They need more help of an expert versus just an employee. And so that's where we come in. So with that being said, guys, let me pull up my little page notes here on the computer. I stopped trying to handwrite everything, and that has saved me so much time. Okay, so let's talk about filing these businesses. One of the first things that you need to know, and we do cover this on the workshop, the pros and cons of each entity type, so that you can choose which one is going to work for you. You need to figure out what the benefits are and what your reasons are to see how they match up. You want to be able to get all the paperwork done for you? Great. We'll do all the paperwork for you. Long as you just, come to a decision on what it is that you're looking to do. And that's whether you decide to form an LLC, which is a limited liability company, whether you decide to form a corporation, a nonprofit, or even if you just wanted to file a simple DBA. Our business experts, our business filing experts are going to be able to file your paperwork really quick, and you will be able to get it back as soon as possible. And I will tell you, since COVID, it has been a little backed up as quickly, or as far as how quickly you are able to get a turnaround on your documents. But on our end, we fill them out and send them over as quickly as possible. Sometimes, depending on what you're trying to do, like if you're enrolling into payroll tax and stuff like that, you will have some forms to follow up with and send back, and then they'll, have to complete it and do their part. But as far as us, we get the paperwork in and out as quickly as possible. So typically when we are going over with our clients, or we'll go over with you to get your business filed and, get it indexed, which means basically get it searchable, get it pulling up in the, in the correct places on the legal roster. We're going to start with a company name check. Okay. Company name check is crucial because what's going to happen is we're going to search for any similar names, see if that name has been taken. And if the name has been taken, what we'll do is we'll give you a list of possible suggestions that have some of the same words or similar names. We may suggest that you stack your business with an LLC and a DBA, and we'll talk about how to do that and what that looks like, during the workshop. But you want to get your legal name and something that's completely, unique or different, so that it won't get mixed up with similar businesses. And the name that you operate in, or that you actually do business in, can be whatever you want it to be, especially if you're going to be performing like in person. You see clients face to face in a local, like county or statewide business. The next thing that we're going to talk about is really getting your articles of incorporation together, and your articles of organization if it's an LLC. So you basically are not going to get a boilerplate articles of incorporation if it's a C corp, or you're not going to get a border plate, which means like a generic or just a template. You're gonna get it semi-customized as far as your articles of incorporation. The next thing that we're gonna do is run your corporate compliance. We have this software that's gonna bring like company alerts on things that, there's various things that we need to look out for. That's actually included. We don't charge any price for that. That's actually included in your filing. The next thing that we do for you is to get you a federal tax ID number for your business, which is also known as an EIN, which is an employer's identification. You may also see it written as FEIN. I'm a little stuffy here because the weather's changing outside. But you might see it as FEIN, which is a federal employer's identification. It's literally the same thing. It's a tax ID. A tax ID, whether you have a social security number or you have an EIN, they're both tax ID numbers, okay? And then for the non-registered aliens, the people who are not citizens, but they have some type of privilege or rights. They're permitted to be here within the country. They would have just a basic ITN, which is in a sense a sort of EIN. So you either have one or the other. So we include that with your filing. It is no charge for that. So you could do that yourself, obviously, but you have to know what you're doing. And so, we're doing it for free. So I mean, you should just get it done right and get it, all taken care of. The next thing that we do for you guys is we give you a certified copy of what we filed for your company, the formation documents. So if you need to go anywhere, like say to get funding, or if you want to open a bank account, if you want to get a commercial lease or space for your business, you guys are able to show proof. Boom. Here's the proof. We are a legal business. We are in existence. And you have that. It's going to be certified for a year, because some states and some lines of business, you have to have annual certifications. In every business, you have to have a registered agent every year, someone who's able to send and receive legal documentation for your business during regular business hours. So without those things, your business will become deactivated. And after a while, you'll have to, they'll give you so much time to catch up on that. The Secretary of State will give you so much time to catch up on that. And after a while of inactivity, what they'll do is they'll deactivate it, and you'll no longer be in good standing. And if you want to use those same entity and same identification numbers, etc., you'll have to do a reinstatement, which we can help you with that as well if you've already experienced that. The next thing on the list is what I was just mentioning to you guys about. We give you a year of free registered agent service. And that, again, is just someone who's able to send and receive legal documentation. Like if you were to get like taxes, if you were to get audited, and that's where you wanted the person to be to receive notice for that or give notice. If you were wanted to sue, or if you're being sued, you need someone to be able to receive notice for that. We give you a year of that free. And then after that is it's an annual charge. So, but the first year we actually provide that free for you. Currently, the registered agent is $300, and you need to have that on file in order to remain a legitimate business. The next thing on the list that we go over is your custom bylaws and your minutes. And that is for those of you who choose to form a corporation. So bylaws is basically like your company policy. They're the rules of how you're going to govern or operate your business, your institution, your corporation. Minutes are basically like your notes. Who's, taking notes during the meeting, what happened, who did what, who said what, who's going to do what, and what are the consequences, etc., and when this shall be done by, etc., how that's going to proceed. That's basically your minutes, your notes. So if you guys didn't form a corporation and you have an LLC, what we're going to do for you is to really go over what a custom operating agreement is. And that essentially is the same exact thing. It's your company policies. Okay. It's how you're going to operate and govern your body politic. Okay. Essentially, it's just like a country or a state, a nation. They're all literally the same thing, but just how you're calling it, they have different, whichever way that you decided to form the type of entity, they have the same, overall structure. They may be, or same purpose rather, but they just may be called different things. You have one as well. So after we come up with your custom operation agreement, like your policies and like the rules of governance for your company, the next thing on the list is your corporate banking resolution. So when you are starting your business, you're going to need to form open a bank account to be able to do business with. So you more than likely are going to need some type of a resolution. So the resolution is basically deciding who's your figureheads of the company or the organization, who has access or authority to that, and who's going to be able to do, what essentially. The first one is basically saying your overall policy, and the next one is basically going to say who or which specific individuals or titles are going to be able to do those things and how, etc. The next thing is once we fill all of that out for you, okay, we are going to deliver electronically your state documents. So that means that you can get them a lot faster. And then you also, we like to give everyone a memorabilia, something that has more, special, unique value and meaning. You guys will get a folder with all of your papers and your documents together. That'll be mailed to you, and it'll be leather bound, just so that it's, it's special, unique. You see that, and it's, it holds its great value because it's your company. You want it to have, a type of, you want it to be nice. You want it to have a value and esteem, and to feel, more established and secure. So you get that in the mail, but of course you get a electronic delivery first initially. The next thing is you guys are able to opt in for a custom kit and seal, and that's if you have a corporation, an LLC, because some of these services are not available for nonprofit organizations, and so something that wouldn't happen for a nonprofit, or you wouldn't get for a nonprofit organization, would be an incorporated resolution statement. You wouldn't be able to get the custom bylaws and minutes because that's for a corporation, as I stated before. And then you wouldn't be able to get a custom corporate banking resolution because nonprofits are structured differently. So there's some certain things that you not necessarily not even need, but yeah. So with that being said, your custom kit. Your custom kit includes things like if you wanted to get a corporate seal and a stamp, so that just shows legitimacy. It's kind of like a signature, makes it more official. You can use those for like certificate. That's another thing that's going to be in the kit, like certificates, shares of stock, things like that. This also works if you're doing like a nationality change, managing your estate, etc. You can get seals made the same way like the courts have seals. Your company can have seals to show like legitimacy, and that just increases and enhances the legitimacy and the appearance of legitimacy of your company with the stamp, the embosser. You can get like the foil paper where pressed. You can get like the wax that you can put on letters and stuff like that. You can get the certificate of stocks. It's on like for bond paper, stuff like that. That shares your shares of stock. The next thing after that's getting online access to your incorporation documents, and that means that, let's say if you are out and about somewhere and you need to be able to reference and pull it up really quick without going through a lot of loops and hoops, you'll be emailed it. So you'll be able to pull it up online for quicker, easy reference. And then lastly, you are able to get lifetime customer support on those documents that you filed in pertinence to that company. You're able to always either call us up or email so that you can get your questions answered. Okay, so now that you know the types of things that comes with actually planning out and starting a business. If you guys are actually ready to go and get your business filed, you can give us a call, and we also will encourage you to attend our workshop because we actually go over this in depth with you guys as a group, and then we will actually do the filing for you at the workshop, and then you also get help with business funding the very next day. That's all in one. And yes, what that means is that includes brand new businesses like the ones that's going to be filed for you. The last thing that I want you guys to think about is that I know that you guys are tired of setting all the appointments and showing up sometime later when it's like, you're not even up for it or you're probably not available. Oftentimes it happens, to me. And I just think that it's a lot more convenient and it's, quicker access if you guys are able to text. And so I actually encourage you guys to text. So I'm going to put my phone number to the office down in the description box or somewhere along this video, depending on where and when you're watching this, so that you guys can actually send a text and we'll actually, write back to you the same way as you're writing your friend. And then when you guys are ready to move forward, we will be able to, take the call for you right then and there. So we do want you to know that with the workshop, the ticket price includes the filing fees. So if you're in Texas, that's going to save you a lot of money because they're like $310. The price has gone up like over $10 in the past 8 to 9 years because it used to just be $300, which is still a lot because some states are $49, $50. So with that being said, guys, my name is Destinee Ray. I'm the fairy godmother of finance, and it is my job to bridge the gap between the haves and have-nots. Let me go back to Zoom. Yeah. So do want to like I said, just really make sure that you get in there in the workshop. But if you can, you just want to get one thing taken, care of at a time, get that done for you. You definitely want to reach out to us about getting your business filed. I'm going to put the office's phone number on our website, our contact information down in the description box below in the comments section. You probably be able to get both so that you can be able to reach out to us and ask us a bit more questions. You're kind of on the fence or have a couple more questions before getting started. Okay, guys, so. One more thing. I forgot to tell you guys. For those of you who are looking for like additional services that aren't just for like new businesses, like if you already have an existing business and you want to make some changes, like learn how to operate, what you need to do to open in another state, open up shop and become compliant. If you plan on having W-2 employees, if you need to get any licenses or permits, if you want a bit more information about that kind of stuff, stay tuned and watch my next upcoming video. I'm feeling lucky, so I'm going to get a whole bunch of these videos just made and uploaded and sent out at one time so that you guys can be able to get more information on that and kind of understand more or less how the process works. So again, thanks for watching my video. Like, share, and subscribe so that you can get more information. You can learn some new tips. You can kind of get a bit of a chance to get to know how a lot of this process works. Hang out with me. We can talk. And if you guys are actually ready again to just really get all that done for you and you're tired of getting information, you've already kind of feel confident in your ability and that you're actually ready to get stuff started. You want to go ahead and get something started and not waste time setting an appointment, but you don't quite want to speak to anybody on the phone yet, because I know that part is draining. There's so many sales calls that they have going on. So you just want something simple, which I do still keep my intellect sharpen my axe by taking continuing education courses, training, doing my own research, staying abreast, keeping up with certifications. All of these things will bring you guys the most relevant information and accurate information. So I get it. I'm also a student. That's how I'm able to keep you guys, um, with the best information. So for those of you who are actually ready to get started, you may have just a couple more questions before you actually just say, here, hand it off. Let's get this done. Let's get the show on the road. You can actually text us. See the number on there? I put it up there. Like I said, I put it in there. Text us, okay? And we will text back to you just like your best friend. We're your business bestie. Okay, guys. Well, with that being said, I want to um, really thank you guys for watching. Again, like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell. I have another video coming up soon about additional services for businesses who already exist and they need to update or customize some things, and they're ready to go to the next level. Stay tuned and see what I have for you guys then. Bye.